Hello guys and gals of the internet. This is some girls of YouTube, Mixer.com and Twitch TV. Hello and welcome to this weird angle. I thought I might do a channel update. The reason why it's like this is because I put the webcam on top of the TV. It's mostly for when I'm streaming through the consoles. I thought it'd be better placed on TV, and I think it'd be pretty cool to have a new angle for this update. I think this warrants an update because there's going to be some videos that you might not see in the near future, probably even as this video's come up, they're probably deleted. Now, the reason why I was going to do this initially was because of maybe the lack of a continuation of the series, but it seems that the Telltale Walking Dead series is actually going to continue after all. Apparently, from what we're hearing, Skybound have reached a deal with all the employees from Telltale to finish up the season, which I think is good because ending it the way they did, it probably could have done, probably wouldn't have been right for the series. Now, I'm going to talk about that a little bit because my initial feelings, and I'll probably say this during the playthrough when I eventually do it, is that I wasn't going to do it initially because I didn't think it was going to be finished, but seeing as it is, I'm probably going to end up doing it eventually, and I'll say why eventually in a minute. I think my short kind of synopsis here is that we're going to have a very similar situation to how it ends. I think we're going to have a very much coming full circle of two different ways, but the same thing. And it's all going to come back to season one. That's all I'll say. I think it's too obvious. I think it's too obvious to say that it's going to be any different to what we had in season one. It's all been subtle, and you know the big criticism from Telltale is that their games really aren't as tailored by how you play as you think, which is a fair criticism. Really, they're great games, but when it comes up with the story is tailored by how you play, the choices matter. They don't really, do they? I mean, let's think about it. You know, you cut off Lee's arm in season one, for an example, and it says, "Oh, Lee dies no matter what." And then you later learn in season two, when you meet up with Pete and Luke, that Pete's cousin cuts their arm off in wherever they are, and that worked. And then you later find that Reg in Carver's camp cut his arm off, and that worked. So why were they telling us that Reg and his cousin survived and Lee doesn't? Well, I guess it's a matter. Telltale can say, "Oh, it's a matter of time." Lee was bitten forever, and the blood it took over his bloodstream before he cut it off. I mean, that's fair, but don't then have people with their arms off in the other series. It's like it just doesn't make any sense. Why does one guy have to die and other two who are insignificant survive? It really kind of doesn't make any sense. I think we're going to have a very similar ending to the final season. I'm afraid to say that I think it's not even subtle to how it's going to end. All the signs are there. It's the final season. In the trailer, Clementine says, "What if I get bit?" So it just all points in that direction, doesn't it? We're either going to have Clementine gone or AJ gone, and everything we've been through. If it's Clementine, it's even worse because everything we've done, everything we've been through with her, we've built her up, we've watched her grow up, and it's all been for nothing because she eventually dies. I mean, that is going to piss me off. I'm going to be really annoyed at that rather than upset. I'm going to be upset that she's gone, but I'm going to be more pissed off because that's the easy way out. That's the easy way out, but it also means that everything we've done means nothing now because she ultimately dies anyway. So we've wasted all that time building her up, getting back AJ, meeting Harvey, going through season 2, going through season 1 even, and it's all been for nothing because it's the end. The end is that she dies or AJ dies, and AJ could die, Clementine could be overcome with grief and kill herself. So either way, Clementine is probably going to die, and I don't want to think like that, but it's not subtle enough. You know, it's there in your face. You know, the evidence is there, clear in your face. The end of the final season, the final journey. Clementine says, "What if I get bit in a cutscene, in a trailer, in a cutscene?" No, it's just it's gonna end that way, isn't it? You know, it's gonna annoy me. I'm not gonna be even upset. I'm prepared for it. You know, I'm not even going to be upset about it because I'm prepared for it. I know that that's going to happen. The only upsetting thing is that we've been so far and it's all been for nothing. That's what's going to upset me the most. You know, it's like with Detroit Become Human when Carla and Alice, you get to the airport, you've been all through all this shit, and then it turned out that there was a possibility that you really wasted your time. Fortunately, you could save Carla and Alice at the airport, but you know, it's at least Detroit Become Human. They actually did it right, you know. But like I've always said, like I already said this year, Detroit Become Human set the new standard for storytelling in video games, and Telltale needs to match it. And unfortunately, we're not even going to have any games from Telltale anymore. They're closed. They're done. I mean, they're obviously going to work on the final season to get it finished, but that ultimately means that The Wolf Among Us 2, which I was really excited for, is now gone. They had this other game planned. The main rumor was that we're actually going to finish their thing with Netflix and Minecraft, and The Walking Dead was never going to get finished. What do I think? Well, I think it's good that Skybound are doing it and employing those and finishing it that way, because it means that we'll get our real ending of what they wanted to do with it. You know, if it was going to be passed down to another developer, maybe, then you know it wasn't going to feel the same. But it's very unfortunate that Telltale as a company, despite the criticism we have of Telltale in their games in particular, how the choices mean nothing a lot of the time, you can't deny that Telltale made fantastic games. I mean, there's always controversy about how Telltale treated their workers and anything like that. It's nothing to do with me. I've stayed out of it. I've not got involved. Everyone's picking a side. I'm not involved because it's not my place. I love their games. You can't deny their games were great. And yes, it's down to the employees and the people that made them, but you know, Telltale still had their sticker on it as well. So, you know, I've just not get involved. Everyone's picking a side. Everyone's like bitching and complaining, and then you get people going to the actors and the makers of the game bitching that the story's not over. It's like, guys, come on. Please, can we just stop this nonsense? We're in this era now, you know. I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna rant if I carry on. So I know it's just the world and the climate we live in. It's just unfortunate, the world of social media and bullshit. But that's not what we're gonna talk about today. So as an announcement, yes, I will be playing the final season now that I know it will be finished. I'm not going to play it until it's finished. I think I'm gonna wait just in case it's not, which is okay, because I'm going to announce kind of a plan today. I have decided to remove all the Telltale games I have from my YouTube as of now. Now the reason why was because if The Walking Dead was never got finished, there's no point having those Walking Dead videos on my YouTube anymore. You know, I'm a very small YouTuber, very few people watch my stuff, so no one was really going to care anyway. But the reason I didn't really want them there was because if it wasn't going to be finished, there was no point me having them there. You know, it's pointless. Game of Thrones, that'll never get finished now. I didn't really enjoy Game of Thrones anyway. Not as much as, say, Tales from the Borderlands or The Walking Dead. You know, it was still a good game, but I think it was like probably my least favorite, maybe. But that's more because of my lack of knowledge of Game of Thrones, I think. You know, it's a bit unfair to say with my lack of knowledge of Game of Thrones, so I guess that's really an unfair thing to say, to be honest, but that was only in my opinion, I guess. So, excuse me. What I've decided to do then is, simply because The Walking Dead's going to get finished, what I've decided to do is I'm going to delete the videos anyway, and here's why. I'm going to restart the playthroughs again. The reason really is because The Walking Dead playthroughs and most of Telltale Games playthroughs on my YouTube as of now are a mess. There was many things going on at the time, and console switches and capture card switches and all that, and it ended up being all over the place. The Walking Dead Season 1 I played 5 times on YouTube, and I actually did the Xbox One version of Seasons 1 and 2, and then went to the PlayStation 4 version of Season 3, and I would have gone to the PlayStation 4 version of Season 4, so, you know, it's okay, it's not that bad, because I had, when I did Season 3, I played through Season 1 and 2 again on the PS4 and picked the same choices that I picked in the Xbox version, say for a couple of big ones. But what I've decided to do is really make use of my PC, because I don't really use my PC for gaming as such at the moment. And I figured that the point-and-click games from Telltale and Life is Strange in particular, to pick out examples, are not the most strenuous in terms of, you know, you play Call of Duty with keyboard and mouse. I'm not doing it. I'm physically not doing it. I wouldn't be quick enough with my hands and with the mouse and everything. I don't play anything other than point and click games on my PC. And that's what I want to do. Because they're not as strenuous, I thought I would actually restart the playthroughs and do it all in one go on one platform. So starting pretty soon, I would say, you will see the restart of the playthrough of The Walking Dead. And maybe I'll throw in Tales of the Borderlands, and maybe throw in Life is Strange as well. I think I might do that. And what I might do is do every kind of Telltale Don't Nod game and all that kind of click and mouse, point and click stuff on PC, because I feel I can play that with keyboard and mouse. And like I said, with The Walking Dead in particular, the playthrough's a mess with console switches, capture card switches, and all that. So, you know, it would be nice to bring them back all under one platform, one capture card, one bunch of settings, and I might even do that with Life is Strange as well. Life is Strange Season 1 ended with the commentary cutting out because I was just adjusting to my new setup by then. The Walking Dead... Life is Strange Before the Storm's farewell episode had audio cuts, and there was one point where it was really bad. So I figure if I'm going to start that again, what I might do with Before the Storm is actually maybe play it in chronological order. I might go with Farewell first, and that might be the first thing that goes up, and then Before the Storm, and then Life is Strange, and then Life is Strange 2. So yeah, basically the announcement is that all point-and-click games from Telltale, well, not Telltale anymore, but the likes of Don't Nod and games like, well, only Don't Nod really. I don't think anyone else does them now. Telltale's gone, but you know, games like Life is Strange 2. What's that one? Twin Mirror that's coming out. I'm really excited for that game. I'm really excited. It really reminds me of Fahrenheit. That'll be on the PC. But yeah, I'm gonna have a few more PC games. And they're going to be mostly like The Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands I'll bring back. Game of Thrones, probably not. I mean, I did enjoy the game for what it was, actually, to be fair. I did enjoy the story. But because I really didn't have a lot of knowledge of Game of Thrones, I didn't enjoy it as much as I probably could have done had I been a bigger fan of the show. I think I'm a bigger fan of Game of Thrones than The Walking Dead. I think The Walking Dead on TV has gone far too long at this point. I think it could go on forever, literally how the way it's going. So I might bring Game of Thrones back. I mean, I'm definitely bringing Tales of the Borderlands back. The Wolf Among Us, maybe I'll leave The Wolf Among Us on PS4 because I only did that on PS4. Maybe I'll bring it on PC as well, maybe. You know, just as a like last hurrah to Telltale. Although I'm not even sure if I should even bother The Wolf Among Us anymore. You know, because it ends on a cliffhanger. So what's really the point of keeping it there? Probably not much at all. As with Tales from the Borderlands, you know, it leaves it open. You know, it leaves it kind of open to make a season 2 if they wanted to, which they ultimately won't anymore. But you know, at least with the ending of Tales of the Borderlands, you can call the game closed with that ending as well. But Game of Thrones, it's open. With The Walking Dead, it was open. With Game of Thrones, maybe not Back to the Future, although Back to the Future is quite difficult actually. I might do Jurassic Park as well. Basically, yeah, all these kind of games that I'm going to move to the PC version, they're all going to be on one version. They're all going to be my stories and my choices, because I don't even remember most of my choices from other platforms. I think my Life is Strange one in particular, my first season, I think what I did was I did the reverse choices on the PC version. And if I'm going to play Life is Strange, not that Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm carry over into Season 2, they don't. It doesn't carry over into Season 2, the choices you make. But if my choices differ to the PC version, and there is a way that happens, I want to make my choices in Life is Strange 1, and if it does matter, which I don't think it does, but if it does on the odd chance, then at least they're my choices, rather than choices I did for a stream reason. I'm probably going a bit long here, I do apologize, but yeah. I'm gonna move all my point and click kind of playthroughs over to the PC version, and I'm gonna start playing them. Now, the reason you might see them rather soon is because Dead Rising 4 and Full Spectrum Warrior have finished. Well, they haven't finished, but they will finish in a day or two. I believe 27 and 28 will go up probably sometime after this video when I finish recording it. So if we go to my PC for a second, I can actually show you where we're at. So this is gonna look really weird. I'm kicking my microphone as well. You can probably still see me. The reason why I'm kind of maybe waiting a little bit, I actually forgot to mention. We'll turn my camera around a bit, so I'm actually at my PC seat, and you guys can see me as we go through the PC. But as you can see, probably there, I haven't got a desk, and I feel that if I'm going to do these games on the PC version, I think I would need a desk. Because as you can probably see, I'm having to sit on this chair right now. And if I played, say, The Walking Dead or Life is Strange, I don't think it would be so bad. You know, I actually think it probably wouldn't be as bad. Let's move my mic closer to me because this mic needs you to be almost sitting right in front of. This is such a bootleg setup right now. But yeah, with this mic, sometimes you have to be talking right into the mic, especially with my video editing software. You need to talk right into the mic, and I'm like this. I think if I did a game, I think it wouldn't be as bad because I could put the mic here. But obviously, I'd be doing this. I mean, I'm already kind of semi-bending to play the game. You know, I'm kind of semi-bending, and then my eyes are getting really close to the monitor because I'm having to do that. I'm having to play like this. So I'm waiting to get a desk. So that's why I'm saying I'm not really might do them like immediately, because I'm waiting to get a desk for this, because I don't think I could play it like this without injuring myself, or at least the possibility of injuring myself. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting for a desk to get that sorted. Let's go into this. Let's get rid of that. So as you can see, I've already purchased Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm and the 2 Walking Dead games ready. Let's see how much The Walking Dead Season 3 is. Not that I'm going to be buying it right now because I don't need to, but let's just check. I don't think The Walking Dead Season 4 is even on the store right now, so I couldn't play it anyway. Oh, the demo's there. Oh, there it is. I think they've put it back. So obviously that confirms that it's done, right? I'm going to pause it. Let's see. We removed the season pass of the Walking Dead final season from the stores for the time being. We're currently still working to find a way to hold off production of episode 24. Right, okay, so it's not there. It's not there apparently, but it's on the... Oh, okay, I see what they've done. So because for this season they decided to do the season pass only and not do it as singular episodes, which annoys me. That was one of the reasons why I wasn't going to do this immediately, because they did the entire season and I can't really afford it. You know, and Smash Brothers coming out and all the other stuff I'm going to buy, Soul Calibur in the future, in a couple of weeks as well. You know, I couldn't purchase this and all that as well. You know, I'm going to run out of money somewhere. So that's unfortunate, but it's not on the store anyway, so it's not really a big deal as of right now. Let's see. Walking Dead Season 2 is $11.99. I've already got that. Final Frontier is $12.99. That's not bad. Well, $11.99. But I don't really have to buy it right now. Oh yeah, CD keys. Yes, I might do that actually. Good thinking, babe. Thank you for reminding me of that one. So yeah, I might do that actually. I might look on CD keys and things like that. You know, that's how I got the Black Ops beta. Weirdly enough. So yeah, let's go into the files and kind of show you what I was talking about. This is probably a very long video. Let me pull this up. 21 minutes long. I might edit it down if I have to. Now, as you can see, after Dead Rising 4 and Full Spectrum Warrior finish, which will be in the cases of 29 and 30, will go. No, what videos are we? Let me bring up my YouTube. I need to double check what part I'm on. I forget. I think it was part of 28. I think it was 27 and 28 that went up last night. Let me just check this quickly. That's code part, but doesn't help. So it's 27 and 28 of Dead Rising 4 and Full Spectrum Warrior. So that's the status on those, right? So say part 27, 28 go up tomorrow. That will leave Dead Rising 4, meaning Dead Rising 4 will complete on. That will complete tomorrow, actually. There's part 7, 27 and 28, and then there's 29 and 30, but there's 31 parts of Dead Rising 4. So Dead Rising 4 will finish tomorrow. Full Spectrum Warrior might take an extra day to do that, because after this there'll be there's 33 videos, so I might take the extra day. I might take the Wednesday to upload the final videos of that, because we'll upload 27 and 28 today, 29 and 30 tomorrow. That's when Dead Rising finishes, because 31's there. And then you've got an extra 2 videos on top of it for Full Spectrum Warrior. So I might finish that on Wednesday and probably put Coach Pop up video with it. Because as you can see, I got started on the Coach Pop era. Now I've edited the preseason videos. As you can see, they're already there. I've got to start rendering the Leicester one soon. I'm going to add a bit of a post-match report at the end of that, so we'll do that. So I'll get to editing these as well. I've got plenty of time to do that now, because I've caught up with where we are in real life, facing Newcastle United. So I've got a week. I've got more than a week to kind of get the videos out and catch up with the season as a whole. And then there'll be 2 games every episode, every video. So you'll be seeing a video, FIFA video every fortnight or so. Depending on how I manage to do that. But yeah, I've all caught up with that one, so that's done. So basically, yeah, with Dead Rising 4 and with Full Spectrum Warrior done in the next couple of days, there's nothing here that I can really upload right now. Obviously the 2010 Schumacher years, I'm not even rushing through that. I'm trying to make it the best as I possibly can, because that's a really fun playthrough to record. So I don't even have to worry about that. That's just a shade of when I can really be bothered to edit it, I guess. Resident Evil 6 from myself and Time Lady Games, that'll be the next playthrough we eventually do when Lady Time can get a hard drive for a laptop and put the videos on. Resident Evil 7 I haven't finished yet, so that's one thing I probably record on the side whilst I'm editing the Coach Park videos and everything. Coach Park we already know about. Mass Effect, yes, I'm doing Mass Effect. Now, I'm doing this playthrough, but I'm not sure if I'm going to actually upload it yet. I'm kind of mocking recording Mass Effect. And if I actually manage to do a playthrough, then I'll carry on. But I know those games are you can take up to about 50 hours. I remember when DSP did his first playthrough on his YouTube channel, and I think it was his Dark Side Phil channel. I think he had one save file that was 50 hours, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ. So that might be a bit of a long one, but we'll see. I want to, because Mass Effect is kind of a series that's gone over my head for 11 years. Now, the one thing that is here is Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, I haven't recorded any of that since Base Goku and Base Vegeta came out. The reason being is because I haven't really been able to find matches on the PS4 version. I am slowly but surely running out of matches, and that could be a couple of reasons. Maybe now that Android 17 and cooler are out, everyone's played with all the characters and they're bored of not playing the game because there's no other reason to until the next content comes out. Because Android 17 and Cooler were the last 2 characters of the Season 1 stuff, and I'm kind of hoping there is a Season 2 to it. But I'm really struggling to find matches. It's like I'll complete one match and it'll take me about 15 minutes, half an hour to find the next match. And either that's the reason, or all the high level players are, because you get this thing based on your rank. You get this colored square, and I think a dark green. I think I dropped like 2 ranks at the end of Vegeta Madness, I think, unfortunately. So I dropped a couple of ranks there, or tiers as they're called. So I've been really struggling to find matches, so I don't even know if I should even bother with those 2. I'll try, but every time I try, I'm not finding any matches. So I don't know. I mean, I want to. I think they're both fun, but if I can't really find matches in a timely manner, what's the point? I mean, I'm having real problems with my PS4 Pro and the damn thing crashing on almost every game. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's something wrong with the console on that one. So yeah, I don't really know what to do. I mean, like I said, I don't really want. I think what it'll end up being is just Coach Park for a while until Soul Calibur comes out. I really do feel that, even if Lady Time Lord got her hard drive in some timely manner between now and Soul Calibur 6, Soul Calibur 6 would have come out, and we'll be playing the heck out of it. And I'll be doing. I don't actually, come to think of it, I don't know actually. I don't think it has an official story mode yet. So it'll probably be the only thing will be a character medley coming out that I'll be doing. And then obviously there's going to be I'm buying nothing after Soul Calibur until Smash comes out, which is I'm getting the Ultimate Edition for. I'm going to unbox that actually, the Ultimate Edition of Smash when it gets here, because that's going to be really fun to unbox. I'm actually going to unbox that. I haven't unboxed a game in a long time, but Smash is one of my favorite series of all time from Nintendo, and I can't wait to get that. So yeah, after Soul Calibur 6, I'm pretty much buying nothing for the rest of the year. So that goes through. I might have some Switch games that I might delve into in the future, but that's probably not going to be very likely. Obviously, I'm going to have to pay for the online for Smash, but that's more than worth it. So yeah, after Dead Rising 4 and Full Spectrum Warrior finished, videos might be quite scarce for a while, and I think that's kind of like the gist of this update. Like I said, I don't want to be on my PC hunched like this playing the game and having to talk into my microphone. I don't want to be hunched like this. If I have a desk like I had, the TV, like the monitor will be up here. I can see and I can do this. I can do that, and I can just look at the keyboard. It's so low as well. This is not. The desk I had a massive hole in it. I'm not even sure how. I mean, the table's even got like a hole in it. I'm not even sure how that happened. One thing I could do is move this table over, maybe. That could be an option. I think I did that once. I think I moved this table I had. I'm kind of gutted because apparently my brother has a desk that he doesn't use, and I can't use it. I can't have it apparently because he's kind of keeping it. So that's unfortunate. But I would. That's what I'm gonna do eventually. When I get a desk and I'm higher up, then I'll start those playthroughs of those point and click adventures. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist there. It's probably gone a bit longer than expected, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist. So, if you see a bunch of videos that are deleted, that is because I'm looking to restart The Walking Dead and make it all on one platform. Tales from the Borderlands I would have kept, but I did half of it on the Xbox One and half of it on the PS4, so that's a bit weird. So, like I said, with the Telltale games, it ended up being a mess on my part because I did multiple versions on multiple consoles. Plus, Batman Enemy Within. I've just remembered that. That's one game I'm going to do because I don't think the ending to Season 2 is open. Closed. It's open if they want to do it. And that's the same with Borderlands. It's very much the same with Borderlands as it is with the Enemy Within on PC. Batman's actually something I could no, because I still haven't got this desk. So Batman's another game that I might do that for. I've never played Season 2. I can do Season 1 on the PC. Telltale games run better on PC anyway. That's kind of like the agreement. So it'll be, you know, you won't get freezes during the playthrough and everything. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The only question is, do I do that in 1080p? And I think I might. I think I might do those in 1080p. What I might do, if you know from Elgato, if we go back to my PC screen a second, you know that Elgato, I can't click on it because I'm using OBS with my capture card right now. I'm using it, but you know with Elgato, you can click on it, and when it opens up, you have this options panel in the top right there, and you have this quality setting and this quality slider. I might put it on 1080p and just bring it all the way down, so the uploads don't take forever. I mean, one thing I could do with that is maybe just keep it as it is and maybe make longer videos and maybe just do one a day. Maybe for those sorts of games, maybe I'll like them 20 minutes, half an hour. Because I know a lot of people do like longer videos. I think I stated in my channel trailer that, you know, if longer videos would be better, then let me know. Because I know a lot of people like longer videos rather than multiple parts in one video. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just make 1080p, half an hour, one video a day, schedule it, like maybe start the upload in the afternoon, schedule it for the night, and then, you know, you see it and you get a nice long video to watch on PC. Because it'd be much better, like I said, with Elgato, what I've started doing now is just recording my entire session of recording and just splitting it. If that goes well, I might even do that in the future. I might make it half an hour or something. But, you know, with me, it's difficult because I can't have people tell me because no one really watches my stuff. So I don't know what the best course of action is. You know, I'm the smallest YouTuber at the bottom, you know. I know the Vashes and the PewDiePies and even DSP has started doing it now where they do like long increments. I mean, DarkSidePhil uploads his entire freaking stream, like an hour's worth of video. I don't know, man. It's like, I understand why people would want to do that, but at the same time, who'd want to sit watching a video for an hour? I guess it's if you're, you know, I kind of, maybe I do get it. Maybe I do get it in a way. You know, if it's like you're on your computer editing videos and say DarkSidePhil uploads a part of Forza Horizon 4 or whatever. Not that we really watch his stuff anymore, but, you know, just as an example, because, you know, he's probably the best, or Vash even. Let's say Vash, because that's someone we watch on a regular basis. So let's say Vash is doing Walking Dead Season 4, and I'm editing videos, and I could just listen to him play the game. Well, obviously I'd play it first, but listen to him play the game while I'm editing a video. Maybe it is good for that. Like I said in the channel trailer, or I think at least I said it, I might have to update the channel trailer because it was a bit of a mess. I might do that later. But you know, with my video editing and everything, I'm constantly getting better with this video editing and stuff like that. I'm not doing it for everything, but, you know, kind of like I'm cutting down like dead parts and stuff. Dead Rising would be a prime example of what I'm talking about. Metal Gear Solid 5 is obviously an option. That's something I could do. Whilst uploads will be a bit scarce after Dead Rising and Full Spectrum Warrior finished in the next couple of days. But yeah, that's probably why people watch longer videos. They want something to watch while they're occupied doing something else. I see that. But like I said, let me know if that's the way you want it to be. Maybe not 30 minutes, maybe 20, because I know Vash's average is 20. So yeah, let me know what the best course of action is. I'm always open to suggestions and stuff like that, you know. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm not going to sit and tell you why I won't do it, because there's no reason why I wouldn't do it, you know. Especially with longer videos, there's no reason why I wouldn't do it. But with 1080, like, especially now, even with 1080p video files, the upload times are not that long, because my upload is like the best internet in my area. So, I mean, that could be an option. I mean, I think what I normally do is I set it to 1080p, because I think it would be, if I set, I remember, actually, now it's coming back to me, I remember when I set this to 720p, the screen resolution was actually at 1080p, and when I changed it, right, I remember now, when I changed this to 720p, I don't know if the video is going to cut out or not, but this is what it used to do. Let's do it. Let's hope it doesn't. Yeah, do you see that? everything just gets like bigger. You know, it was really annoying. So what I did was I just kept it at 1080p and just kept doing that, and I think something has messed up. I do apologize. But yeah, that's what it used to do. It used to just be weird and big, and I don't know, I don't even know how that looked. But yeah, it would look really weird on my screen. So that's why I stuck with 1080p videos on the PC when recording Formula 1. So that's the reason I'm going to do probably 1080 videos on PC. Because I don't want the screen quashed like that. It doesn't fill the screen because mine's a 1080p monitor. So it doesn't fill the screen. So that's why I put it to 1080p on video quality. And what I might do when I eventually go to these games is bring the quality slider of the Elgato down. That's one thing I might do. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it before I drone on for too much longer. These updates are fucking long when I do them. I do apologize, but I guess I need to be thorough is what these updates are for. So yeah, pretty much when I get my desk sorted, get a better desk than this table, I'll be restarting the Walking Dead playthrough. I may do it with Life is Strange. I actually might do it with Life is Strange for the reasons I explained earlier, and I love that game, so I don't mind playthroughing it again. I haven't played through Life is Strange for a couple of years now. I haven't actually played through the first game for about 2-3 years since I finished it, because I don't want to. No, I'm joking. But you know, I love the series, so I think it warrants another shot, and a cleaner shot, and on the best quality settings of 1080p video. Hopefully the mic doesn't cut out. It shouldn't do. Now that I've actually figured out why that was, it was always like, I think the back of the wire here was loose, and it's never really gone in this. It's a weird wire. Like I think it goes all the way in, but it just doesn't look like it sometimes. So I double check. Sorry if you really heard me coming through loud there. But yeah, I'm gonna move Walking Dead and things like that. I'm gonna move over to PC, just to kind of get some games on it out there, because the last game I played for PC was Metal Gear Solid Rising, and I need to game on it a bit more, I suppose. You know, I am doing the Schumacher years, but I want to play. That's the thing. I want to play Telltale's Walking Dead and games like that. I want to play them with keyboard and mouse, because they're not, like I said, they're not so strenuous on me. You see, if I was playing like Rainbow Six Phantoms, for example, I remember playing Rainbow Six Phantoms and I absolutely sucked. I was like this and just clicking all over the place. I actually got some kills. I actually started to really adapt to it, funnily enough, and actually really started to enjoy it. I got wrecked because I'm not a PC player, but at the same time, it's like I actually got not that bad at it. But I haven't really played a shooter on it since Titanfall, probably. Titanfall was something I might jump into, but I think Titanfall's kind of dead. I'm not sure, which is a shame. I actually liked Titanfall for what it was, but one story was, nah. I don't think it was even a story. It was a mess. But I think the game was fun. The Titanfall was fun. It was fun. I remember it, but. Yeah, basically this update, long and short of it, is that The Walking Dead Season 4 will continue now, which is good, and it's from Skybound, which is even better. So, for that reason, and I was always going to remove The Walking Dead Season 1 to 3 anyway, because I was originally going to do it, because like I said, if it wasn't going to get finished, there was no point of having it there. But I figured, because all my Telltale games are a complete mess in terms of platforms and capture card changes and stuff, my PS4 is about to switch off, but that's how long this video has been. But yeah, I figured because of that, I think it would have made more sense to not have them there. And then I figured, well, if they do bring it back, I'll boot up the PC version, do everything Telltale on PC, and we'll have one big marathon of like the majority of their games, including Batman Season 1 and 2. I want to play Season 2 so bad, because the first Batman season was so good. And I think I need to buy that. Shit. I think I might need to buy that. But again, CD keys will work. Oh, and that's just reminded me of Batman Arkham Origins. Thank you, me. Yes, that will be on the PC version, because there's no version on console. It never came to backwards compatibility on Xbox One, which was weird. Don't think I have. I even have Mass Effect 2 on here. No, I can play the Xbox One versions with Mass Effect now, so I don't think I have Batman Season 1 on here. Oh, fair enough. I mean, I'll just CD keys them, that'll make it cheaper. Yeah, so pretty much coming at some point in the future will be this huge Telltale marathon where we'll marathon some games on the PC version, all on one version on one platform, and it'll all be like nice and neat, I guess. So without droning on for too much longer, I might cut this up. I don't know how much I'm going to cut it up by, but I guess I'll review it when I've finished and see what we do. But in any case, that is it for this update. So basically, everything point and click story mode is going to be on this PC when I eventually get this desk sorted, because I'm not doing it like this, hunched over like this, and having my eyes right in front of the monitor. I don't want to damage my sight, so there's that, because it's like my eyes are right next to the monitor. And you know, if I do it like this, I'm stretching. I'm already stretching out and having to press E, and I would move up like this instinctively and do that. You see the problem I've got? Yeah, that's the problem. So if I get a desk that's more my height, bring it up to my level, and bring up my monitor to my eyesight as well, and then I can do it like this. You know, it won't be so bad when the keyboard's like here. You know, because like I said, I'm reaching down here, looking weird, and the microphone will be closer to me as well. Because like I said, this microphone doesn't really pick me up very well from long distance, but it's good for my kind of setup. So yeah, you see basically the gist of it here. So that's pretty much it, because I'm droning on too long. I'm sorry I do that. It's a bad habit. So yeah, hopefully it all makes sense. If not, I hugely apologize, but hopefully you kind of get the idea. I hope so. Alright guys, I think with that I'm definitely going to go now, and I will see you next time in the future, and I'm not sure what with, but you'll see it, because I'll put it up, I guess. So until next time, Simon Kels signing off for now. Peace out.